Question 15c. A head teacher needs 1,000 copies of this newsletter. So bearing in mind this newsletter will be more than one page. It could be a double-sided A4. It could be 4 pages. Who knows? So it says give 4 reasons why a laser printer should be used rather than an inkjet or dot matrix printer. Now, obviously the first thing you can discuss is cost. It's way cheaper to print in laser than ink, okay? But what I'm going to go through is each reason. Now, basically, don't just write down cost. Just explain that laser printers are cheaper to run than inkjet printers, okay? So here we go. Now, advantages of laserjet printers, okay? So they print in high resolution. So that means the colours are good, the printouts are high quality. They print at a high speed. There's no smearing like there can be with inkjet printers, okay, because laserjet printers have toner, where inkjet printers obviously have printing ink inside a cartridge, so they need a few seconds to dry. It's low cost per page compared to inkjet printers, plus the printouts are not basically not sensitive to water, so that means that if there was not necessarily spillage, but if there was some water drips on there, that they would just run off. And it is good for high volume printing, obviously, because it's high resolution, it's high speed, and it's low cost per page. Now, if we look at advantages and disadvantages of inkjet printers. Now, initially, to buy an inkjet printer, it's really, really cheap, okay? They're so cheap to buy. They tend to be smaller than laserjet printers, okay? Like a third of the size. Laserjet printers are absolutely huge. Graphically, they can be better, especially when it comes to photos. And I don't know what they mean by lesser hazards compared to laserjet printers, but I suppose laserjet printers can get very hot, okay? Now, the disadvantages is that it's higher printing costs. They are slower. They do take a lot longer to print. The ink can smudge, and obviously, if it's not used for a long time, the printer head can get jammed up. Now, if they're not used for a long time, the cartridges as well, I've noticed, can dry out, okay? And there's obviously some pros and cons to this is inkjet printers. I don't agree with cheap cartridges. I don't think cartridges for inkjet printers are cheap at all. You can get cheaper ones, but they're not cheap. They are very slow. They're inefficient. They do run out quickly, and it is high cost per page because of that. Now, dot matrix printers. I'm going to show you what a dot matrix printout looks like, and you can see the pros and the cons. Now, this is the dot matrix printer printout. So you can see that they simply print in dots, as you can see, various types of dots. This is an image printed out by a dot matrix printer. So these seem to be some sort of fashionable artwork at the moment that are designed on older computers. Now, as you can see, they're very old-fashioned. They're not really, they're incredibly cheap to run, very cheap to run. But as you can see, they can't print images in colour. Okay, so, and generally they take a special kind of paper as well, okay, like this, for example, here. It's a much thinner paper. Oh, here's an example. So it's a specialized kind of paper. It's much thinner. So they don't print in color, and they print in dots, so their printing quality is very, very low. Okay, hope that helps.